It's a beautiful morning, the sun is shining, and I'm going to be inside for most of it. Check it out right here, right now. So I'm up in one of our churches, somewhere called Lacey Green. It's up on the hill, really rural, really beautiful. And what we do every morning is we have morning prayer together. So the clergy get together and we come and pray together, which is really important. Sets up our day, connects us with God. It's amazing how, even though you're doing this role as a vicar and working for God, how easy it is to go through a whole day really not praying because you just got too many things on. So this grounds us and sets us up for our day of being able to do our work. We've got country lanes and this one's on the corner, and then they see someone walking with a camera. It must be strange for them more than it is for me, but yeah, so this sustains us, and it also brings us together as priests working together, praying, which is hugely important as well. So this is something I do every Tuesday, and then after this, once a month, we have something called a strategy meeting, and I'm going to go down to that. That's some people from the church on something called a PCC, which is kind of the elders, the leadership of the team, and let's just think about strategy and where we're going over the next few months, and how we're going to do that, how we achieve that. So we meet and we chat and we go through stuff. So that's pretty much my day, and this afternoon I got my expenses to catch up on, and also tax returns. So it's going to be an amazing day, but I will fit up running because as I said yesterday, I'm doing this marathon, so I need today's a running day. So I'm going to go into the church now with Tony, and my boss David can't come because he's preparing for the meeting, and go pray. So that's morning prayer done with Tony. Is great because we do morning prayer, and it's a Celtic morning prayer as well. There's different types of morning prayer we do. This one's Celtic, and we do something called Common Worship, which is Church of England one. But we chat after about things, and we was chatting about strangely nativity sets at his last place up in Leeds, life size ones, because it was a big church, so they couldn't be lost, if they were small. About clergy groups, because we're in like what we call cell groups, and he's been in one 70 next year, so he's been one for a few decades actually, and I got one and just talk about the importance of them and meeting up, and how they sustain us, and what we get up to. So it's not about morning prayer, it's also about fellowship, learning. I learned a lot of Tony over the past few years being here, gaining off his experience, and that's helps me in my ministry. We get to pray together, we have fellowship together, but I also gain some insights and wisdom. So now I'm going to go down to this house to have the strategy meeting, so I'll see you down there. So now down at the house where we're going to have our meeting, and the meeting's 2.5 hours long. Like I said, we're going to talk about a lot of strategy and the way the church is going to go. Won't record any because it's boring, and then we're supposed to be having lunch after. They've got barking dogs here, but I gotta go because I've got a lot of stuff to do. So I'll see you in my office. So this afternoon didn't go as planned. The meeting went on a bit longer, and then they made lunch. I wasn't going to stay, but then I stayed and had a chat. That means I got back. It's 5 o'clock now. It's dark outside. I spent doing my expenses and other paperwork. I haven't even gone for a run. I haven't even taken my jacket off because it's so cold in this office. But I suppose that's the reality of the other side of being a clergyman person, is that there are just everyday stuff that you have to do. like in any and most jobs, and it takes your time up. So today, very much having a meeting and then doing paperwork, even though it's Advent. But tomorrow, I think there's the school Key Stage 1 play, Advent play on at our church, and then I think there's another one this week in the evening. So that's when that's the better part, to be honest, of the job, getting out there. This is the tedious part, which I put off. That's why it's taking me so long, because I should do it every couple of months. I don't. I leave it, and then I have to suffer in here doing them. So tomorrow it's out and about more, which is great. Today is finishing this off, going into a warm house, and that's it, really. The day is over. Well, the day is over as soon as I sat down here. So I will see you tomorrow. It'll be a more exciting day, but this is the reality of the work that we do. It can be just as boring and tedious on the stuff that everyone does. It's not all out and about meeting people and talking about things. Sometimes we just have to do this. So I will continue doing this, and I will see you tomorrow.